Take a look at the shot count. 35 for Real Madrid, 11 of them on target, giving Carlo Ancelotti's side all 3 points. Doesn't really matter, though.
In a nutshell, if you look at the stats today, 35 shots today. That's insane. That's how good Real Madrid played today. Scintillating attacking football, aside from finishing.
I'll tell you what, Pablo, that was one of the best performances we've seen from Real Madrid in La Liga for quite a while.
I agree 100%, Dan. It was a great performance by the whole team. We spoke before the game that it was, it was a bit risky to play Benzema, Rodrigo, Valverde, thinking that they have a huge game on Tuesday. But what a professional performance by all of them, and that's why all those big teams, they keep playing in that way, because they know that even if they have a huge game, like I say, on Tuesday, they took it professionally, thinking that the gap with Barcelona and Real Madrid is still really big. But it was one of the greatest performances to keep that momentum going, to bring that confidence by everyone, to give some game time to some of the players that have not been playing much in La Liga this season, to bring people together and to create that mentality to go on Tuesday and put in a good performance against Chelsea. That's all the big team does.
So, in terms of performance-wise, I would say this was one of the best performances by Real Madrid this season in La Liga. Real Madrid had everything: defense, midfield, and attacking, like chance creation, chance after chance. The only key thing was missing is the finishing. Like the chances Real Madrid created today, and they could score easily 6, 7, 8 goals easily in another day. Most importantly, what I liked from today's performance was that we were playing direct football. We weren't thinking about having possession. In my opinion, possession is overrated. Football is about direct football, create chance, score goals. That's it. Also, as Jabalata pointed out, today's match was about preparing for Chelsea to give some players game time. And if you look at our midfield, Ceballos, Fede Valverde, and Tchouaméni, that trial combo, I think they played superb today. On the other hand, Rodrigo on the left, oh my god, what a player he was in terms of dribbling. The dribbling he was doing kind of reminded me of R9.
I think when you make that many changes to get that good a performance was, I think, pretty special considering the match they've got coming up. Away from home at a side who are not quite survived yet, hostile atmosphere there, try to push the home team forward. They just completely took the sting out of the game and they controlled it in the middle of the park. Rodrigo, as you said, was man of the match. Got to do something about that lad Benzema up front.
Are you surprised he played 90 minutes? That's quite a long time.
And it was one of the times he was...
I think that's a good point by Craig, that players who played today for Real Madrid and they played superb, they displayed this intense performance. That's incredible. Also, another reason why Real Madrid played so well, so beautiful today is also Cadiz playoff style. In last couple of seasons, if you have seen Cadiz play style, they're super boring, defensive, 11 players defending in the box, that's it. But today, Cadiz wasn't doing that. They were also trying to attack. And as a result, Real Madrid has tons of space. And if you gave Real Madrid space, you know, they're the king of space.
They were on a counter-attack, Real Madrid that is, which didn't happen too often near the end of the game, but it was a Real Madrid counter-attack. And he was sprinting like 60, 70 yards to try and get ahead of the defender to get a goal, because that's what he does. And I was like, God, it's like, don't pull a hamstring or do something now. But yeah, Ancelotti's obviously got a lot of confidence in his fitness. Don't forget he's in his mid-30s, so he doesn't feel that he needs to play 45 minutes or an hour and then get a rest for Tuesday. He obviously feels, Ancelotti that is, that Karim Benzema is better with the sharpness he's getting from the games. And listen, that's their call. But yeah, just a really, really good performance away from home, bearing in mind changes were made ahead of Tuesday's big game.
So regarding Benzema's game time today, I have different opinion. For me, when you have Benzema, he's a player who was really injury prone starting this season, right? He missed a lot of matches because of injury. So when you have Benzema, who is your most important player in your squad for Champions League, why do you have to play him 90 minutes? Why didn't you take him off after 45 minutes, maybe 60 minutes?
That wasn't the plan, to get 60 minutes out, expect the game to be won. on the hour mark, and then you can bring off Karim Benzema and whoever else you like in anticipation of what's to come on Tuesday. But the goals coming so late, you just think, well, Ancelotti probably thinking, all right, you're there, stay out. We've got the job done in the end. It just felt as dominant as Real Madrid were, you never quite relax until you get that first goal. Once the first goal went in, then it was pretty routine from there. You could feel everybody breathe out, and at that point, you just knew Real Madrid were cruising.
But it didn't.
I agree. Until we scored our first goal, I was really scared. I was really concerned. We'll lose points again, even though it doesn't matter. We already lost the La Liga anyway. But still, we still have to win, right? Once Real Madrid scored the first goal, we knew that we were going to win it because it was just a matter of time. And what's more funny, the first goal is scored by none other than a defender, Nacho. Maybe Nacho, after seeing the performance from our forwards, especially finishing wise, he's like, okay, I have to take care of myself. I'll do it myself.
I mean, the Benzema situation, it didn't really matter, did it, in terms of a game? And unfortunately, that's how we built the game up beforehand. Or you did.
You did.
We were very presumptuous that we didn't really have any Cadiz or many Cadiz fans watching, so we built it as a kind of, this is basically a warm-up for Tuesday. So yeah, in that sense, there was a risk, but there always is. I suppose, as our colleague Sid Lowe says, what's the chances of a player getting injured? It's pretty slim. So
is it only Sid that says that? Has he got a copyright on that?
Well, I saw him harping on about it on Twitter. When somebody was suggesting a couple of weeks ago, why playing Benzema? This is taking a risk, and Sid went off on a tangent. I saw him. But listen, brilliant. What am I talking about now? Brilliant performance from. We've seen a lot of Real
I was ready to move on minutes ago.
So please, we've seen a lot of Real Madrid performances this season. They've not always been very exciting. This one was.
The action continues.
So I think he insinuated it was Ale Moreno who was complaining that why you were playing Karim Benzema. Anyway, let's talk about the performance of individual players. I mean, today I feel like everyone played really well. Let's talk about Rodrigo. Only thing he was missing today, like finishing. Like the miss he missed today from long ball from Militao, that should be a goal. No matter where you play, when you play, that should be a goal. Dribbling wise, he was scintillating. He was unstoppable. The way he was dribbling is so mesmerizing. On the other hand, Asensio also proved that he's scoring goals. He can play as a super sub, which is his best position in my opinion. And also when you need to do rotation, like today, that's perfect for Asensio. Additionally, the midfield was really good today. I would say we played not position-based football, more like really fast attacking football. So Tchouaméni, Ceballos and Fede Valverde was really fantastic trio. Now the man of the match was Rodrigo because of his performance aside from his shooting. But for me, the second best player on the pitch was a defender. That's not Nacho. That's Eder Militao. The performance was put by Militao today is 10 out of 10. A guardian of the defense. You can talk about tackling, you can talk about duels, you can talk about anticipation, you can talk about clearance, you can talk about positioning. Everything was a 10 out of 10 performance by Militao. Now, call me biased. I don't care. Let me say this. Militao is the best defender in the world right now. Anyway, another great performance by Real Madrid is the best way to prepare against Chelsea. Let me know your thoughts about today's mesmerizing performance.